Hey, what's up everybody? Kellen here from Start Your Systems, and welcome back to our Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game to career mode, where today we're going through rounds number 10 through 13 on the schedule, starting off with the week of Daytona. Gonna work on our trainings today. Finally onto the 7th area of the trainings, and I'm hoping that by completing this challenge right here, I can actually start to feel a little bit of a difference in my rider, because once I finish this challenge right here, if I can get it done properly, what basically is going to do is going to upgrade my rider to the second from the end that I can upgrade him to. Jeez, this is a long one here. That's okay, we got it. Bang. So I'm going to get the 3 stars right here. Continue. It says you obtained 20 stars, you've completed phase 2 of this training, and your rider's cornering speed has improved. So someone, again, as I mentioned in my last video, had asked, like, what do the stars do? Why do we need these stars? And that is it right there in a nutshell. You can see I have 4 bronze stars and a silver star now. You want to get all those stars on the left side of the screen to gold settings, so that your physical aspects of the rider are completely maxed out, and like you're at that point basically playing the game with like the best available physics that there are. Like your rider is as loose as he is on the advanced physics than he'll ever be, kind of thing. So that's kind of it. That's kind of what you need to do in a nutshell. No, I hit the yellow. This one's gonna be kind of tough because this double right here is, it's big, but the lip actually doesn't like keep you very low. It's like kind of a huck double. That's it right there. That's actually a pretty sizable whip too. Like I got pretty sideways on that one. Nice one. All right, got my scrub speed a little bit better. I'm gonna try to really motor through these weeks here, because I'm doing 4 rounds today, and I'm literally recording this right before the pro race in sim tonight. So trying to get this all done before the sim race and kind of use that as my wrap up of the evening. So I'll go ahead and give these guys a 10-second head start once again. See if it works out on Daytona or not. Looks like it actually is a wet race here by the looks of it. Go at 10 seconds. So it's not really that big of a lead, but I guess maybe because it's a wet race. Like it's not raining, but there's the wet track conditions that you can have in this game versus like the fully dry or fully rain conditions. So this looks like we had a rainstorm blow through Florida here, and now we're on the wet track. And the AI does not seem to be faring very well on these tracks. None of them really seemingly to get the Supercross triple except Kyle Cunningham right in front of me. That's okay, their corner speed is still ridiculous comparatively to mine, so they'll just blow my doors off every corner we go into. Tomac's getting a 3-3 in there too, look at that. Big boy line made up like 4 spots. And I'm already in 9th, and I'm not even across the line to complete lap number 1. So I did see also that it seems because of the patch that the whole red plate issue is now a problem. I'm not sure what it is that they changed in the patch to make it so that you can no longer have a red plate on your bike, but that seems to be something that changed for the negative in this recent patch, because a lot of you guys were commenting on my videos that I was posting and saying like, hey, you know, I saw in your video here you don't have the red plates on, and I think I had talked about it actually briefly, that it was kind of weird that I didn't. Even though I did in the first episode of this series, or the first episode this week, I should say. And then the patch came out and completely changed it up. So I think the patch negated your ability to run a red plate in career. Haven't confirmed whether or not that's the case for championship modes as well. But that's something that I guess we could keep an eye on, and maybe I'll play a championship mode at some point soon so I can test that theory out. Not sure why that would be though. Like, I'm trying to imagine what it was that they had to change up with the game that would affect the like red plate ability in this game. I'm not really sure what they would have had to change there, but I guess sometimes when you go in to change up a code of something, you can completely override or accidentally do something else I mean, I'm no game designer, but when it comes to actually coding things, you definitely can do things where writing one code file completely negates another file and so on and so forth. So I can get it if that happened. Just something I noticed about the recent patch, as I said. And it looks like giving these guys a 10-second head start was a tiny bit too easy, as I'm trying to get Sealy for the lead here. I'm going to use a berm to get a drive into the whoops. And got him. And we're only going to have one more lap left to go after this. So I'm making quick work of the week of Daytona, which is exactly what I wanted to do. I'm trying to just crush through these, maybe even get 4 races done in the span of 30 minutes. Although I think to do that, I'm probably going to need to do less challenges, more trainings. The challenges are what take up so much time, because you have to like either do the one-on-one rider challenges, which are 2 laps, so that's like an extra 2 laps of racing time in the career mode, or you do the time attack, which is usually on the longer track depending on the type of rider you go up against, and then those take a supremely long amount of time as well. So maybe I'll actually strategically for challenges today select ones, excuse me, that end up going onto the basic SX track, so I don't have to worry about it being on the big SX track and taking longer. That's usually, like I was talking about in the last video, like I hate to call them the lower tier riders, but you know, the non-factory riders, the privateers in this game. And I actually just saw when I was browsing through the comments on my channel, and I meant to respond to this comment, but the question was asked, what is a privateer? And like, if you're new to the sport of motocross or supercross, or really auto racing and motorsports racing in general, privateer is basically any person, team, or it's really just a person, because they usually don't have a team to help them out, but like there are such things as privateer teams, that they're going out there and they're spending like a lot of their own money to do it, and they don't have a lot of outside help or support. Like they don't have factory support, which like your factory riders like Barsha, Sealy, Tickle, Brayton, those are all technically speaking factory riders, because Brayton and that MCR Honda team, they get factory support from Honda, so they're like factory riders. You know, they're paid salaries, they get mostly full support when it comes to setting up their machines. Privateers are not such. They you know, bought their own motorcycles, they you know, buy the components that go on the bikes, they buy the race fuel and the, you know, different things like that. And excuse me, I apologize, by the way. I think I'm just like getting a little bit of a sniffles going on, because it's raining pretty hard right now in San Diego once again, so I sound super nasally, and like I said, I apologize for that. But yeah, privateers are basically just anybody that are like doing it on their own. You can somewhat classify some like teams as privateer teams. Like for example, Ben LeMay rides for this team called the Professional Journey. It used to be called the Ted Parks Experience, or Ted Parks Journey. TPJ is what it is abbreviated as. And like that's like technically speaking a team that Ben LeMay rides for, but it's you know, like a little operation ran by Ted Parks, and like they have some outside sponsors, but they definitely do not have factory support. And you know, they're just getting guys to the race each week with, you know, just getting their hauler to the race essentially. So anyway, you know, things like that is essentially kind of what I'm getting at here. Let's take on, I don't want to do a time attack. Maybe I do. Hopefully Brayton puts me on the SX2 track. I think it will. Okay, cool. I'm trying to do the shorter ones. The shortest laps that I can do are on the SX1 track, which is like 30-second lap times. This is roughly 45-second lap times. And then the long one is minute and 15-minute 20-second lap times. So just in order to save time going through these trainings, I'm taking the easier route outs, if you will. So let's try to run a hot lap on this one. Talked briefly before about how I believe you can run a 43 on this track. I have yet to do so. We'll see whether or not I can do it in this one. Probably not, though, because Usually when I say I'm gonna do something is when I don't do it. It's when I'm just putting in motos that it ends up happening. Let's see, can I think of anything else you guys asked last time? There's a lot of questions that were actually asked on my video that I posted yesterday for you guys, which was today for me, that I tried to write back to a few of them, and sometimes I just don't get the time to like sit down and go through all of them, so I apologize for that. Oh, it's gonna be 43? Nope, 44.3. Pretty good lap there, but not quite exactly at 44.39. Getting my experience up. I actually didn't even check on the training docket how long it's gonna take me to get to the next level. So let's take a look right now. Training. Shit! Apologize for the swear, but I just pressed the wrong button, and I can't go back and undo that. I guess I could just quit this. Yeah. Alright, whatever, I'll just finish this one up. Got 0 stars, but no big deal. Ah, that's so annoying. I was just pressing A to try to get to the next one, and I pressed the wrong stupid button. Ah, alright. The Dome at America Center, aka St. Louis, which is no longer on the schedule. Not sure really why. I heard maybe it had something to do with, you know, the pits set up at St. Louis not being that good, but I thought the pits were inside at St. Louis and they were actually pretty good usually. So really not too sure why, maybe attendance. But I know a lot of St. Louis fans are unhappy that St. Louis isn't on the schedule anymore. But also it could just be that Feld's trying to branch out and go to like new cities. I don't know why I decided to start with these guys, so I apologize that I didn't give them the head start this time, but hey, maybe this video I'll actually try to put down hot laps on this track instead. So yeah, not too sure why exactly they aren't going back to St. Louis, but because they're not going to St. Louis, instead we go to a place like Nashville, which I don't think we've ever been to before. I wish they still did like what I would call Daytona 2 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. They did that in the 90s, racing at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I thought that was really cool. And I know it's not Nashville, so like that's not necessarily what I'm trying to get at, but if they were to go to that area, region, I guess, that would be my vote for a place to go. Or, you know, as you guys have mentioned, you'd like to see St. Louis back on the schedule. Let's see if I can quad in. Oh, nope, a little short. I think you can triple into this rhythm too, but I'm continuing to mess up these rhythm lanes. 3-3-1 through this one though. Over the finish line. We can double around this inside, double here, and then can I downside the over under? No, just a little bit off. Me and my buddies, when we play online, like that's like the challenge to us, is downsiding the over under, because it's very hard to do in this game. For whatever reason, they made the transitions like horrible on the over-unders, and yeah, they are not very easy to downside, so we always try to downside them just for fun. Alright, so what's the line through here? I think it's triple, and then triple on, maybe? I haven't quite figured out what I want to do through here yet. I guess if I could... No, quadding isn't going to really get me anywhere either. I'll figure something out at some point. In the DMR series that these guys are doing, we don't actually race this track, at least on the West series that they're doing right now, so not sure if we'll ever get around to racing this in game. I'm sure at some point we will, because they like doing probably all the rounds, but they're starting off with the West stuff. There is a downside of the over-under. It just kind of feels cool. Like, I guess it maybe helps a little bit with speed, not like astronomically so, but like in real life, they like pop over it and do like cool little kind of half scrubs on the over-under jumps. So when you can do it in this game, like it feels like a little bit more realistic, I guess, which is why I enjoy it. All right, let's jump up onto this plateau. Jump off. You can almost triple in, I guess, huh? And then what? Triple, 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 if you can. Try that one more time on the last lap. You really just have to nail that corner pretty perfectly. 54.2 as well. That was a pretty decent lap time. Again, I don't know why my brain just went to juice there for a second, and I decided to go off the line without waiting for the 10-second delay that I had been doing before. So I'm not sure what I was doing right there. I apologize for that. Oh, hitting the Thor box. Eh boy, eh boy. Trying to scrub off the triple and just like smashed into that little pylon thing, which those things do not budge. They are harsh. They don't want to move one bit. Triple on here, triple off. I guess maybe I could jump all the way into the corner if I did that right. Pretty close. But I think I have to maybe hit it in a different spot almost, because I guess it's pretty well raised on that right side, but it just doesn't seem to lead me in the way I want it to. One-handers. Nice. All right. Crushing these guys. Round number 11, continuing to just click off these race wins and get more experience along the way as well. So let's do one training, one challenge this week. Maybe I'll double down on trainings actually, because I messed up the first time. Confirm. Yes, we will do 2 trainings. Let's see. I'll try reflexes. I think as we get higher up on these trainings too for reflexes, it seems to do the thing where it goes all the way into the first corner, or maybe the first 2 are just guaranteed to be like just gate drops. Yeah, so this one is very clearly a gate drop. I didn't time it again. Is that going to be called a fail? How do you fall in like 2 feet of gate right there? Oh, I think I got it. Oh, that's going to be really close. I pretty much timed the gate. Give it to me, give it to me. Oh, it's not gonna get it, is it? Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna try a little cheat for this then. Nope, that didn't work. So if you're looking sideways, the camera will kind of like do this weird revert thing when the gate is pretty much dropping or right about to drop. Nope, trying to tiptoe and didn't get it. Nope, not gonna get that one either. Damn, these freaking reflex challenges are really hard. I don't quite get what they think we're supposed to do right there. Like, it would be a lot better if they put it farther away than like right next to the gate, in my opinion at least. And we'll do a landing challenge. So I need to get another 5,500 experience to get to the next freaking level. That's ridiculous, man. They do make this training a little bit too convoluted. Like, I've done almost nothing but training and challenges in my career mode so far, and I'm gonna get all the way to the end of the 450 championship and not even actually be like close to done yet with the challenges. That's kind of interesting to me. All right, take off of that. Nope, didn't get it. So I got 5 out of 6, 4 out of 6. Did I land in the yellow both times, or did I land in the red on that last one? I thought I landed in the yellow both times. Give it to me. Oh, come on. That to me was the green. That was green to me. Now I'm not even going to get anywhere near that again because I'm going to be trying way too hard on this first jump to get a downside to drive up the face. Give it to me. There it is, baby. Double greens. Nice. Getting the 3 stars done on that one. Thank heavens, too. Those freaking jumping challenges for the landing. Woo-wee, those are difficult. All right, Lucas Oil Stadium heading to Indianapolis, which is a track that I have kind of a cheeky line down the back rhythm lane that I'm sure most of you guys know about already, but if you haven't, I'm going to try to show it off. Couldn't do it on a 250F. Definitely can do it on a 450 though, so I promise I'll get it done on this one. Let's do... I want to try to hot lap again, so I'm going to start with these guys. Next race, I'll go ahead and give them that head start again, but I'm going to start with them this time. Let's use the very outside. Holy cow, what the heck just happened? I like hit a bump going into the first corner. Quad up. Nice, and triple into the corner, and into the lead we go. Oh, Reed's trying to fight me back, and I'm Marvining through the whoops here. Oh man, Reed's gonna actually pass me back. Not for long, scrub doodles. All right, let's try to get this big line down the back section that I was just talking about. So you kind of swing out wide across the start straight, you kind of arc into this corner, and you 3 in, and then you can go over, and then like tap off right there. You could do that, or you could try to just down, like perfectly downside onto that little tabletop in the middle and then triple all the way into the corner. Both are really good options, but the onto the table thing is really tough because you have to get like the one area where there's not the raised lip in the middle and just land like perfectly on it. Boy, oh boy, look at Reed. He's hauling the mail here. It's all right, we'll triple quad by him, or quad triple, I should say. Man, these whip sections, they just want you to jump through them. They give you a little boost right there at the beginning. I like this track though. I like Indy. It's one of the more technical tracks I feel like, or not. It's not technical. It's just one of the more well-built tracks I feel like, where like the technicality aspect of it. So let's see if I can get right there off and then triple into the corner. But it's a little bit harder because like keeping your momentum through the rhythm lane then is like really, really crucial. And then jump all the way over this dragon's back thing. Can't believe I ran a pretty decent lap though, even with falling in the first corner after the finish there. Quad, triple. Get around this corner smooth, scrub it down. I know a question that I wanted to respond to. Somebody had asked, how is it that I go about doing my scrubs or my whips in this game? Because mine look, I guess, pretty smooth comparatively. I'm not sure. I haven't really paid that much attention to how other people are scrubbing. What I kind of do is, like, I'll try to describe it as I go over a triple next time. But what I just did right there that I can kind of explain to you is sticks outwards and then swivel the right stick upwards, and the left stick immediately come back the other way. So like throw the scrub, and my left stick was going to the left right there, and it will on this triple as well. So left stick left, swivel the right stick around and up, and then turn the left stick back to the right, so you get that nice little bar turn. Otherwise, if you have the left stick just continuing to turn to the left the whole time, your bars will never turn. They'll still be looking like you're doing a turn down, which like is kind of cool in some aspects, but I just like the like nice clean look of the kind of whippability aspect. So this is the other way, kind of the same deal, I guess. I guess what I could do is maybe do like a brief tutorial just showing off how I do it with my controller, so you can understand it better than my verbiage, which doesn't seem like it's probably coming off that smooth. You're probably like, okay, what, swivel stick, left, back, right, what? Okay, I'm still confused. But yeah, it's just, you gotta swivel that right stick upwards, and then the left stick is just gotta come back the other direction from in which you initiated the scrub. So right there, my left stick was starting on the right and it turned back to the left, and my right stick was starting on the left and I swiveled upwards from on the left. So hopefully that makes sense. I mean, like I said, it's not gonna necessarily be perfect. Oh, fist bump, yeah, nice, crushed it. All right, well, we actually are gonna get through this video today rather quickly. I'm kind of surprised by that. I'm gonna say let's do 2 more trainings. VP Fuels ended, but going the whole season with the same sponsor, so we're gonna keep it on it with it here. Get that signing bonus. We'll go training, and a challenge to wrap it up here. Seattle gonna be the last track that we do today. Now we're starting off our final video on Friday with the Triple Crown stuff. So I've done all of this stuff so far. My reflexes are really hurting, but I still have to do a couple of the landing ones. So I've done all those. Start off with landing 5. Just need to get 3 stars on this one, and then I can upgrade my character. He'll be on the next level, get that silver star. All right, I remember this one. So on to plateau, 2 deep, yellow, green, green. So 2 stars again, but gotta get that first one a little cleaner. Retry. There it is. All right, got all 3 just like that. And bam, nailed it. Great job, you've got 20 stars. So in-air bike control has improved. I like the sounds of that. Next up, I don't think I can get my reflexes all the way up because I still need to get these couple ones done down here, and of course that one as well. We'll go to reflexes 4 because it's the first one I haven't completed. So heading back out to the old SX track numeral dos, although for some reason on the screen it says basic layout. That is not the basic SX layout. And again, we're just going to keep on trying to time the gate. And didn't get it. That was a long gate hold. Ooh, did I get it? That was pretty close. I got it, baby! I was actually I counted down in my head 6 Mississippi. That was interesting. And it worked. So sweet, 3 stars. Well, there's a that was easy button somewhere necessary. See, all these ones up here, all these time attacks are gonna be the longer ones. We'll take on Bubba Polly. It's gonna be the SX basic layout. SX track basic outdoor stadium compound SX1. And we are off. Oh man, tried to time the gate in here and it didn't work. Bye, Bubba. Bubba. Yeah, I was gonna try to actually slow down, but never mind. Too much time left on the clock. So actually, I don't know why I decided to do this. This is actually gonna take longer than just trying to do one hot lap on the long SX track, but that's okay. This way I can do a couple of nice hot laps on this. So basically, if I just do like my perfect lap right here, I'm just barely gonna not beat the time back. So this is like a test against the clock, literally speaking. 3 in, 3 out. Ooh, that was a nice scrub actually. This is, oh, and then I blew this corner. Wow, why didn't it turn? Like, it just seemed like that berm didn't want to hold me at all. Get that 3 in. Oh, that was so close. Thought I was gonna hit. No, no. Wow, that was lucky. It was a pretty decent time. 28s? Nope, still 29 only. So I did a 29.3 the first lap, but I guess I must have just scrubbed that double so clean that even though I blew the corner out, it was still pretty good. All right, still getting that 250 XP. And now it's time for round number 13 at Seattle. If there was ever going to be a wet race on the calendar in game, this would be it. But maybe we got all those out of the way at the beginning of the championship. Let's see. Yes, we did. This is going to be a dry race. Interesting. Oh, actually, you know what? These guys are really good on Seattle. So, excuse me. Maybe I'll start with them. How about 5-second head start here on Seattle? We'll give them a 5-second head start and see, can I catch them? Boy, that was a very quick 5 seconds. I feel like they barely left the gate right there. My goodness. All right. See if I can go through the field. I know that these guys are very, very challenging on Seattle, so this could actually be kind of a challenge for me. Or I could just blow by everybody in the first rhythm section. Look at this. I'm already in 5th, but I'm going to crash or just, yep, now I'm down. And now it's really going to be a challenge because now I'm right back to last. Just as quickly as I'd gotten into 5th, I go to last. Move Barsh out of my way here. Oh boy. Oh boy, I still get that triple. You know what it is really with these guys? They're so good at the corners, and this section back to back right here, like it is so hard to get these corners clean because you just have to hit your marks so perfectly. Meanwhile, they can kind of flounder around and still hit the corners like no problem because for whatever reason, they're just like all really good at the corners in the game. I guess just because there's so many flat corners on this track, that's really kind of the big problem. Like that's probably why the AI is so good on this track and not as good on other tracks, like the ones with big bowl turns. The AI may not be as up to snuff on those tracks, whereas this one, not many humongous bowl turns to hit, and the AI is able to kind of be beatable. So there's that 3 in that I was talking about way back when I raced 250s on this track. You go 3 in, over table, 3 out. No idea if they could do that in real life because it was a complete, excuse me, mud fest in real life. So we never really got to see what they would do in the dry on this track. Maybe they would have, maybe they wouldn't have, I'm not sure. All right, past JG. 52 flat, almost into the 51s right there. I wasn't even paying attention to my lap time, but it was actually a pretty decent lap. Up to 3rd, got to get Tomac and Cooper Scooper. I can't decide what I like doing through this first rhythm either. Do I like trying to wheelie in and then go over table, or I guess in this case on off 3? I like that, I guess. And then out here, I didn't get the 3 in because I was in the wrong gear. Silly me. Bye, Tomac. It's got to go run down Cooper Webb. Current points leader, IRL too. Crazy. Cooper's been an animal this year. Won 4 of the 7 rounds. Looks like he's on his way to maybe making this thing his championship to lose, honestly. Pretty wild stuff. Never ever would have guessed that coming into this season. But that's Cooper for you. Just when you think, he's kind of like Reed, honestly. Like, just when you think something isn't going to go his way, or maybe he's not feeling it anymore, or whatever, he just gets really good again. Reed hasn't been that way for a good while now, but it used to be that way. It used to be like, don't count out Chad Reed because he's going to come back and bite you. And it's kind of, I feel like it's been like the same with Webb this year. It's like people probably wrote him off a lot. But here he is, proving everybody wrong. All right. Didn't actually do what I wanted to on that lap, which is pass both of these guys. I was already ahead of Tomac and then crashed, so. Let's try to get them both here before the finish. Let's use Tomac as a bit of a berm, which that didn't work either. So I got to nail these couple rhythm sections because there's no way I'm getting them in the switchbacks before the finish. So 3 in, quad, double into the corner. Didn't get the 3 in there, so that's not going to work. Got the scrub glitch pretty clean though. So if Cooper gets the Supercross triple, I think it's over. I'm landing off the track. Well, I guess I could just push him wide in these corners and make it interesting to the line here. Yeah, that's how I needed to do it. I just needed to block him all the way to the finish line, and I got it. So there you go. Taking the win in Seattle, and I think I was a perfect 4 for 4 in this video. That was actually a pretty fun video to just kind of bang through these tracks super fast like that. So, yeah, good times. Thanks everybody for tuning in to another edition of our career mode videos here on Start Your Systems. Next up, we're going to be wrapping up the 450 career mode on Friday, and looking forward to seeing you guys then. So thanks for watching the video. I'm Kellen, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So long for now.